When you think of high school mascots, you often think of something predictable, like the Lions, the Bulldogs, or the Eagles. But if you're ever traveling by Southwestern High School in Piasa, Illinois, you may just catch a glimpse of one memorable monster. Meet the Piasa Bird. With roots in Native American folklore, this creature has kept up with the times, now taking on the role of a mascot.
It's an important symbol of our community. It's something that's very unique. You won't find it as a high school mascot anywhere else in Illinois, or in the country for that matter.
Matt Hasquin is a history teacher at Southwestern High School.
It's such an important part of what happens here in the Riverbend area. It's more than just a really cool symbol. It's something that can embody the best of us when it comes time to face down the challenges that we see in life.
But the town of Piasa isn't the only place where you can find the beast. You can find it all over Southwestern Illinois, especially in the nearby town of Alton. Before the Piasa was a mascot, it was, and still is, a painting on the bluffs of Alton, Illinois. And Piasa Park is where this creature now calls home.
Piasa Park, where the bird is, gets a lot of visitors. I mean, any given day, you've got a motorcycle club up there stopping.
Corey Job is the president and CEO of the Great Rivers and Roots Tourism Bureau.
I think it's just been a part of the culture here, having it on the byway and celebrated the way we do. It's something that's unique and historic to our community, and we celebrate it.
To have this mythological being living in your area, that's pretty cool. It adds to, I would say, the romance of the region.
I think it's unique, and there's a story there to be told, and it's a part of our history.
It's really given us a sense of identity and something that we can really be proud of. It's a way to honor something that's local and indigenous, and it's something the community really rallies around.
Though we don't quite know the tribe that started the story of the Piasa Bird, we do know some history. Dr. Mark Wagner is the director of the Center for Archaeological Investigations at Southern Illinois University.
The Piasa Bird is a painting that was seen in 1673 by Marquette and Joliet.
Father Jacques Marquette and fur trader Louis Joliet were explorers who voyaged down the Mississippi River in 1673 and kept detailed records of their journey along the way.
There was a map made, and there is reason to believe that Joliet was there when that map was being drawn. And that figure is drawn on that map. So that's the best source we've got of it.
According to Dr. Wagner, the painting was around before the 1600s, predating the existence of any known tribes that are still around today. And while Marquette and Joliet's account is credible, others, not so much.
And everything since then has been questionable. There was an author in the 1830s named John Russell, and he wrote a legend that he claimed that he heard from the Illini. It's not. It's just something he made up. He was a popular writer. If you think about his legend of the Piasa, really he's telling you a Greek or Roman myth. It's about this monstrous bird. It comes down and it's devouring people, and it has to be fought by a band of heroes to kill it. But his story got into all these newspapers and got reprinted and keeps getting reprinted. It popularizes it, brings it out to widespread public knowledge, and people believe it's true.
The paintings that Marquette and Joliet saw in the 1670s were lost to quarrying on the bluffs in the early 19th century. But that didn't stop the people of Alton from celebrating their town's monstrous figure. But it wouldn't be without a few visual changes.
The mascot, that's based on a drawing from the 1870s. It is a very European-looking image. It doesn't look like anything any Native American ever drew. It looks like a dragon.
Apart from the modern-day painting currently on display in Piasa Park, the Piasa has sported many different looks over the years, like one in 1924, 1934, and eventually, in 1983, a familiar plaque was displayed that would go on to become a mascot for a particular high school.
This used to hang on the bluffs down by Alton. The metal was removed from the bluff, and they went back to painting the rock face on the bluffs. One of our students discovered the bird underneath the old Clark Bridge down across the Mississippi. The bird was purchased for $1 and brought up here, and then there was a community effort to get the structure put up behind it, to get it hung, and then painted, and just now it's a permanent fixture. The Piasa is just, it's meant to be something that embodies courage and strength. You know, we put it up right around 9/11. We hung the flag from it before it was painted over, and then during the COVID pandemic, the maintenance crew was able to have a mask installed over the Piasa Bird's face as just a reminder how we all need to take care of each other. You know, it's often said at graduation that, you know, once a Piasa Bird, always a Piasa Bird. And hopefully, you know, we can continue to have that as we move forward into the future.
For Living St. Louis, I'm Carter Reeves.